Personal finance is one of those topics we have to figure out on our own as we go through life, and it can be highly frustrating. This is why I wanted to explore what you likely weren't taught about money as a high school or college student, but really should know. Here's what college and high school never taught you about money that you need to know. I can't tell you how many times a YouTube family or friend has complained about how they learned nothing about finances in school. You have to figure out credit scores, mortgages, credit cards, investing, retirement planning, budgeting, affording a Friday night out despite soaring inflation, and career advancement, all on your own. You don't learn much about personal finance and money management as you go through the education system. You go from trying to get by as a broke college student to being thrust into the real world, where you suddenly have to worry about paying your bills, all while trying to balance saving for retirement with affording all the weddings you need to attend. Let's go over what every young person should learn about money right now that you probably won't learn in college or high school. Go to school, graduate, get a job, and retire with some benefits. That's the dream, right? Every school teaches students that this is the right path. The problem is this no longer works. 50 years ago, this financial path made sense. But now the tax, retirement, and legal systems have changed so much that what schools teach about money is outdated. We chose this topic because schools don't offer financial literacy classes. Times have changed, and if you don't want to be broke, you need to start learning about money now. Before we start, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you haven't already. We post informative content every other day that you won't want to miss. Now, let's get started. 1. The connection between emotions and money. Let's start with a key money secret that marketers and big brands know. 30% of what we spend is influenced by our emotions. Most people don't realize this. Often, our purchases are driven by how we feel. Brands take advantage of this by triggering emotions that make us spend money. I've experienced this myself. For example, I might buy something to feel better after a bad day. Similarly, some people, like women on shopping sprees, buy things to lift their spirits. It's okay to do this occasionally, but it becomes a problem if it happens all the time because of clever marketing tricks. To illustrate this point further, let's take the example of the iPhone. Did you know that the space gray iPhone costs about $20 more than other colors, even though they all have the same features? This shows how emotions and perceptions can affect our spending decisions. The color doesn't change the phone's functionality, but the perception of exclusivity or personal preference can make us spend more. Our financial situation also affects our emotions. When we're broke, we're less happy than someone wealthy. Depression rates increase during recessions and financial crises. Financial stress can cause anxiety, sleeplessness, and a general sense of unhappiness. On the flip side, having financial security can bring peace of mind and a sense of well-being. This correlation between money and emotions is significant, but it's not something we're taught in school. Imagine how different our lives might be if we learned about money and finance from an early age. Understanding how emotions impact our spending and how our financial situation affects our well-being could lead to better financial decisions. If financial education was a standard part of the curriculum, more people would likely be happier and financially stable. Being aware of these emotional triggers and understanding the psychological aspects of spending can help us make more informed decisions. It's important to recognize when our emotions are influencing our purchases and to take a step back to evaluate whether we really need what we're buying. By doing so, we can avoid falling into the trap of emotional spending and work towards a healthier financial future. In summary, our spending habits are closely tied to our emotions, and marketers know how to exploit this to their advantage. Recognizing this can help us make better financial decisions and lead to greater overall happiness and financial stability. Teaching financial literacy from a young age could transform how we handle money and our emotional relationship with it. If you're ready to learn, let me know in the comments by typing, "I'm ready." This shows you're committed to solving your money challenges. 2. Let's talk about passive income. Most of us watching probably haven't learned about it in school. If you have, it's likely from watching a YouTuber or reading a blog, right? The truth is, many of us earn money by trading our time for a paycheck. We're used to the idea that making money requires putting in a lot of time and effort. So the concept of earning money while you sleep can seem far-fetched. If you're skeptical about what I'm saying, that's understandable. Our education system hasn't focused much on teaching us about passive income. Instead, we're taught to work hard for our money. But here's the thing, passive income is real, and it's about finding ways to earn money that don't require constant active involvement. Some common examples include selling digital products like ebooks or online courses, investing in stocks that pay dividends, or renting out property.